Let us see the next question. In March, a derivative dealer offers you the following quotes for June British pound. Option contract expressed in dollar per pound. GBP stands for Great Britain pound, that is pound currency. The market price is provided to us for bid and offer, means two premiums have been provided to us. Call option and put option for exercise price $1.40 per pound. Call option and put option for exercise price again $1.44 per pound. Call option and put option for exercise price $1.48 per pound. The question says that assuming each of these contracts specifies the delivery of 31,250 pound, means we have been provided with the information about the lot size 31250 and expires in exactly 3 months. So the time period to the option is 3 months. Complete a table similar to the following expressed in dollar currency for a portfolio consisting of following positions. So these are the 4 transactions which has been entered upon by the trader. The first is long on 1.44 call. It means that purchasing of the call option with exercise price $1.44 per pound. Short on 1.44 call for 1.48 call, means selling of the call option with exercise price of $1.48 per pound. Similarly, other 2 transactions have been given to us for put option. We have been provided with the different spot exchange rate on the date on which the option is expiring, that is over here, say the month of June. That is when the transaction is expiring. We have been provided with the information net initial cost, it means that's the premium. Then profit on 1.44 call, it means that's the payoff and payoff. So 4 payoff is required to be found along with the premium, and that is the way the net profit or loss is required to be calculated. Graph the total net profit. Cumulative profit less initial cost means the payoff total minus premium, ignoring the time value of money consideration. So very good clarification is made that you have to ignore the time value of money concept. The reason behind that is that as far as this payoff is concerned, payoff is received at the end of the period, that is at the end of the June, and in comparison to that, as far as the premium is concerned, the premium is required to be paid when the option contract is entered upon. So there is basically a difference of the time value of money. There is a difference of the dates on which say the premium and the payoff, but it says that ignore it, and usually we are always ignoring it. Relationship using the June dollar per pound rate on the horizontal axis, be sure to label the break even point. So the question further says that you are required to draw the diagram, and on x-axis you will take the spot exchange rate, and usually we take the spot price, and further you are required to show the break even point or points, because there is a possibility that there may be more than one kind of, that is one break even point. Also comment briefly on the nature of the currency speculation represented by this portfolio. So what is the kind of the speculation that we have? That is a question. I want all of you to go through the question and tell me that what is the amount of the premium net for all these 4 transactions taken together. Let us have understanding that how to make the calculation of the premium. See, the term long stands for that you have entered into the transaction to buy. Understand carefully how you have to recognize this. What is the exercise price? 1.44. So I'm focusing on 1.44. It is one, that is which option, call or put? It is call option. You have purchased or sold, you have purchased. So higher amount of the premium is required to be paid. So 0.0422. That is what say you have to pay. Then again long means purchase. 1.40 put. So you have to see $1.40 per pound as exchange rate, that is exercise price, put option, and again you have purchased, so you have to pay higher amount of the premium. Then you have entered into the transaction for sale. This is sale. 1.48 call. So 1.48 is the exercise price. It is call option. You have entered into the transaction for sale. So you are going to receive, but the lower amount. Because when you sell, you will get less. Again, short means sale. 1.44 put. So 1.44 in that put. So 1.44, yes. Put, yes. The transaction is to sale, so you will receive less. So you will receive 0.0422. So you are required to make the computation. Let's say what amount do you pay and what amount do you receive. So this 2 is what you are paying and this 2 is what you are receiving. And net of that is the amount of the premium. That is what's usually the step number 1 that we do. Chalo, write down answer. Working note number 1. Calculation of amount of premium to be received or paid upfront. In that, write down exercise price, option transaction, premium amount. The first is 1.44 call in that buy. 1.44 call option purchase. So you are required to make payment of premium. So we understand that say 0.0422 is what you pay. Negative 0.0422. That is the first working. Next. Long 1.44 put. So 1.40 put. 1.40 put option, again you purchase. So in that case you have to pay 0.0260. Next. Again it is purchase 1.40 put. Sorry. Sale 1.48 call. 1.48 call in that sale. So you will receive 0.0255. Next, 1.44 short put. 1.44 sale put transaction. So it is 0.0422. So the answer is 0.0005. So this is the initial premium which you are required to pay. So let us see that how to calculate the answer. The first column is the spot exchange rate. The first column is spot exchange rate. The next is 1.40 call purchase. 1.40 for call purchase. So it is call option holder with 1.40 for exercise price. Then again you purchase the put option for 1.40 put. So put option holder $1.40 per pound. That is, you are purchasing the put option also. Then you sell call. So call option seller 1.48. Call option seller at the rate of 1.48. Next, put option seller at 1.44. It is put option seller at 1.44. Okay. The next is the column of the premium, in which we will have 0.0005. Then we will have the profit or loss per pound. Now yet we have not taken into account the lot size. So what we have to do, friends, this profit or loss on per pound basis that we compute, that is required to be converted into in total. So the total profit or loss, that is what we are required to make the computation. This is the way we are required to calculate the answer. Over here we have to start with the table, say from these exchange rates. Of course, along that is apart from that, we have to compute even the break-even exchange rate, or maybe more than one exchange rate at which there will be a break-even point that we have to compute. So the column number 1 is this, and with that we are required to make the calculation of the answer further. Friends, this question I have taken from the revisionary test paper. So these kind of questions can be there in examination also. In this we will have the two columns. In that, say the first column is that whether the option is exercised or not, question mark, and the next is the payoff. Exercise payoff, exercise payoff. That is the way we will have the two columns, and with that we will make the calculation of the final profit or loss. Try to complete the table on your own. Let us have understanding that say how to calculate the answer. The column number 1 is the spot exchange rate that I have just copied from the question. The premium column, that is say based on the working note that we have prepared. Now how to fill up the individual column, let us see. In my opinion, the remaining portion of the question is extremely simple. Everybody is requested to pay attention now for doing answer. 1.44 is the exercise price at which I would be indifferent. Why? Because I have purchased the option and the spot and exercise price are same. When the prices are less, you will not exercise your call option. When the prices are more, you will exercise your call option. If you do not exercise your call option, or you are indifferent, the payoff is 0. If you exercise your call option, then in that case 1.44 is the price at which you buy the option, and 1.40 is the price at which you buy the pound, and 1.48 is the price at which you will sell the pound. So you will get the positive payoff of 0.04 United States dollar. 1.44 is the rate at which you purchase the UK pound, and 1.58 is 52 is the rate at which you will sell the UK pound. So you will get the positive payoff of 0.08 United States dollar. That is what we understand. Okay. Now put option. When the spot and exercise are same, you are indifferent. When the prices are less, you will exercise your put option. If the spot exchange rate is more, then in that case you will not. If you do not exercise your put option, the amount of the payoff is 0. When you exercise your put option, then in that case 1.36 is the price at which you will purchase the pound from the spot market to be sold at 1.40. So you will get the positive payoff of 0.04 United States dollar. Next, call option sale means I have sold a right to somebody that you can purchase from me at the rate of 1.48. So when the spot and exercise are same, in that case he is indifferent. When the price is more, he will exercise. When the price is less, he will not exercise. So first of all, we will write exercisation. If he does not exercise, then in that case the payoff is 0. If he exercises, then he comes to my residence and he tells me that I want to purchase the pound at the rate of 1.48. So I purchase the pound at 1.52. I sell to him at 1.48. So there is a negative payoff of 0.04. That is the way, so we will have the negative payoff in that case. We have sold put option and the exercise price is 1.44. So that is the price at which he is indifferent to whom I have sold option. When the spot price is less, then in that case he will exercise his right. Spot exchange rate is less. When spot exchange rate is more, then in that case he will not exercise. If at all he does not exercise, then in that case the payoff value is 0. Indifferent, even in that case the payoff value is 0. When the spot exchange rate is less, then in that case you purchase at 1.40 to be sold at 1.44. That is what say he will do. That is, say he will come to my residence and he will sell UK pound to me at the rate of 1.44. So I will purchase UK pound at 1.44 and it has a value of 1.40. So for me, negative payoff of 0.04. Again in 1.36 he will exercise his right. So 1.44 is the rate at which you purchased a pound and 1.36 is the price at which say that is the spot value of the pound. So again there is a negative payoff of 0.08. Okay. So now finally what will happen? We understand like this. In the first case, it is positive payoff of 0.04 because over here you can see that say there is no payoff. Over here it is 0.04 plus 0 minus 0.08. That is negative 0.04 minus 0.0005. So 0.0405 negative 0.0405. Now the overall profit or loss negative 0.0405 into 31250, that is the lot size. So into 31250, so it is 1265.625. That is the amount of the loss in the first case. Next, let us see the amount of the payoff is 0. Amount of the payoff is again 0. Amount of the payoff is 0. This is negative payoff, and that is along with that the payment of the premium. So negative 0.0405. So the loss is 1265.625. 0, 0, 0. Again 0. So it is negative 0.0005. Negative 0.0005 into 31250. So 15.625. Over here there is a profit, that is payoff is positive. This is the premium, 0.04 less 0.0005. 0.0395. 0.0395 multiplied with 31250. So 1234.375. Next, 0.08 positive minus 0.04 minus 0.0005, so 0.0395. The final answer is same, 1234.375. This is the way we'll make the computation of the profit or loss for different spot exchange rate. Now we can see that say there is a loss, 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 profit, profit. Means the break-even point is lying between these two. That is 1.44 and 1.48. Whatever this amount, that is the final profit or loss, will be added to the spot exchange rate, because we always take the base of the lower one. So 1.44 plus 0.0005. 1.44 plus 0.0005. So 1.4405. This spot exchange rate is exceeding the exercise price. So 0.0005. Now we understand that so the exercise price is not exceeding the spot price, so you will not exercise your put option. Over here, so the spot price 1.4405 is not exceeding 1.48, so he will not exercise his call option. 1.44 is the exercise price, and the spot price is not less than exercise price. So again, this put option will not be exercised. The premium is the amount of the payoff. So that is a situation of no profit, no loss. That is the way we are required to make the computation of the break-even spot price. So this is the way we are required to make the computation of the answer for the overall profit or loss, say for different spot exchange rate, and along with that we have made the computation of the break-even spot price. Let us see that say how to make draw the diagram. We can see that say when the spot exchange rate is 1.36, there is a loss. For 1.40, again there is a loss. So logically we understand like this. For any spot exchange rate 1.4 or below than that is a constant amount of the loss. That is 1265.625. So over here 1265.625. This is the amount of the loss. For any spot exchange rate lower than equal to 1.40. For 1.40 or lower than that, so there is a constant amount of the loss. When the spot exchange rate is 1.44, the loss reduces. At 1.4405, there is a break-even point. At 1.48, so there is a profit. And we can see that so the amount of the profit is remaining same afterwards. So we understand like this, that when the spot exchange rate is increasing, beyond this, so first of all, so the loss is recovered and it is getting converted into profit. So here it is 1.4405. This is 1.44. This is 1.48. And beyond 1.48, the amount of the profit is going to remain same. And the amount of the profit beyond this is 1234.375. So it is 1234.375. So over here we have the plotting like this. So it is going to be limited to this amount. And this profit or loss is calculated in dollar currency. So let us go one by one with the questions. The question says like this. Assuming each of these contracts specifies for the delivery of 31,250 pound and expires exactly in 3 months time. Complete a table similar to the following. So we have say that is completed the table. The question further says that it's a graph so we are required to draw the diagram. Graph the total net profit, that is cumulative profit less initial cost. So very good clarification is made. That's the cumulative payoff minus say the amount of the premium that you pay initially, ignoring time value of money. That is 0.0005 is the amount of the premium paid earlier and the payoff is received or paid later on. Relationship in June dollar per pound rate on horizontal axis, be sure to label the break-even point, which is 1.4405. Second part of the question, also comment briefly on the nature of the currency speculation by the portfolio. So over here, the second part of the question we can answer something like this. Listen carefully what I am going to speak. See, basically we understand that over here, you have purchased 2 call options and you have sold 2 call. You have purchased 2 options, call and put, and you have sold 2 options, again call and put. So basically, since these 4 transactions in which 2 transactions enter into the opposite direction, that is the reason, so there is like not the huge profit, not huge loss. In a way that say we understand that say the profit or loss that say we have over here is similar to the spread strategy. In spite of the huge fluctuation, there will be the profit or loss say which will be spread over certain values only. This is what we understand. Listen carefully what I am going to speak. Over here, we can understand something like this. If at all the spot exchange rate is less than, let us say 1.40. So what will happen if it is less than 1.40? Then in that case, say whatever the put option that you have purchased will have the positive payoff. At the same time, the put option sold will also have, for him it is positive payoff and for you it is the negative payoff. So what is the difference? The difference is 0.04. That is the negative payoff that we have, plus the premium that we have paid 0.0005. So the total amount of the loss that we have is 0.0405. For any spot exchange rate which is below 1.40, this is what we understand. Now we understand that, say, suppose the spot exchange rate is greater than 1.48. So what will happen in that, say this call option which you have purchased will have the positive payoff, and this call option that say you have sold, for him it is positive payoff and for you it is the negative payoff. So comparatively, say you are able to say get the positive payoff of 0.04 more. You have made payment of premium 0.0005. So ultimately you make a profit of 0.0395. That is the amount of the profit that say you are able to make. So what happens that say we understand that say in spite of the huge variation in the price, your profit is not going to be more than this and your loss is not going to be more than this. So it is similar to the spread strategy, and in between both of them, say you have the profit or loss marginal. So this is what we understand over here. Answer for the second question. In this strategy, two call options are purchased and two call options are sold. Full stop. So in spite of huge fluctuation in exchange rate, comma, profit or loss will be spread over a specific range only. Full stop. Friends, over here two call and put. That is two call options and two put options. Two call options and put options. With paragraph write down, difference between payoff and premium will be range of profit or loss.